Rana Mendala Kanya Daya Me Sanje Chuta Soji Chana Chanju Badu Dani Dagui Jinji Tonanji Dola Benji Sanje Du Shu Sanje Chuta Soji Chana Chanju Badu Dani Soji Dagui Jinji Tonanji Sanje Ruwa Shu Sanje Chuta Soji Chana Chanju Badu Dani Dagui Jinji Tonanji Dola Benji Sanje So la la me da manji ambo da je je su chue je la jawa jawa na san je sun ba de shi xin de ju ju wa ta ji ji ta be ji ni ji ni de ga ja je rin je sa yu de je ba de je ba de la chu de de jin go yin de la bi ni je xin je chun sa an bi da ne la ba la tu be sun ye la mo na ye ga da lu da ne yin ga zhu bun da da me ye ga na da ro kun je zhan nong ji za ba tam je ga do da ge se de do o la sa ta ka san ka so de他的那么明白原来你原来有出去在西的是呢，他原来留了送下去了，俺你参与原来当，俺你看说的钱，那么明白钱上不给原来你钱，啊，俺你参与原来的了，送去咱你下边干了，俺你落住，但没去把西都下个，但俺。
So, talking about the qualities of the Buddha, the 64 qualities of Buddha, which consists of the qualities that arise from the removal of the abandonments and the qualities of the major marks. So, within the qualities that are regarded as the abandoned qualities arising from the abandonments, they consist of the 32 marks, the 10 powers, the 4 fearlessness.
他第一章，参与原来数学专业不太，俺那多举当，没去把西当，俺那上去学嘛，这话绝对前里都下，是吧
？So, within the category of those qualities, under the qualities of abandonments, are the 32 marks, 10 powers, 4 fearlessness, and the 18 unique features of the Buddha.
他的多举的啦，俺那年代人民欠把拉说吧，年代人民欠把的，这些年呢没落的，那时候看到欠把呢，他也长个家莫个去，都那么就钱，俺年代人民欠把，连今那么明白多拉说话给，他看上去差话印章，俺你多那么就钱啊。
So the 10 powers start off with those qualities of knowing what is possible or not possible, such as those 10 qualities that we already covered, so we won't go through it again.
他这里没去把西谁干了，他来了谁干了，俺都是来着呢，没去把西谁干了。 让的帮把拼做他们，让的帮把他们接完了，没去把。俺那让的都多把他们接完了，没去把。俺那现在都帮把他们接完了，没去把。也不他们接完了，没去把。前提他老对那特别送过的，啊。
And the 4 forms of fearlessness. We can also present it from a different angle, say, fearless in stating one's own abandonments, what one has, removed or abandoned, and fearless in stating one's own realizations, spiritual realizations, and third fearlessness, fearless in enabling others to achieve their abandonment. Or other sentiments as disciples, for them to abandon their fearless in that kind of enabling, making it possible for others to abandon. And then the 4th fearlessness is fearlessness with regards to explanations of the antidotes.
Oh, 他看上俺做的，你就把他们接过来了，老两就先他们接完了，没去把接的。 我这个安尼他多久的提这个啦？安尼慢着我就是得了，安尼多把慢着我中的，就把慢着我中的， 주지체 틀에 만들어 주 숨제 이些만들어 숨제 다 가산 두세
So the 18, with regards to the 18 exclusive qualities of the Buddha, then you have 6 exclusive qualities of the conduct, and first of the realizations. 16 exclusive qualities of realizations, 6 exclusive qualities of the conduct, 3 exclusive qualities of the activities of the Buddha, and the 3 exclusive qualities of the gnosis or the exalted wisdom of the Buddha. So these make up the 18 exclusive qualities of the Buddha.
Anu kuchuadang, ane sunga jajo minga wadi, sunga jajo meba de sung chua meba. Ane damba la tu chamba nyamba minga wa, tui dadu chamba nyamba minga wa. Ane jedo gilnaya shaya meba, nyamjo ngo jiba, nyamba shaba minga wa.
Tanda topa re, choba re?
Choba. Choba chuzi.
Okay.
That's all.
And so, just to go over it briefly, what are the 6 sort of exclusive qualities of the conduct of the Buddha is that there is no mistakes with regards to the with regards to the engagements of the with regards to the engagements. Then there is no mistake, and no mistake in the holy speech, no sort of degeneration of memory and so forth like that, and the mind never removed from a state of equipoise. So like you have this shichas. 차산 추면서 게 디비도 손스 냠샹레
냠바샤베 투명하와 아니 콘데라 타지도 랑도 집이 두셔나서 명하와 코안 코르와당 양데라 코알라 타지도 터자당 양데 코이게와라 타지도 터자당 양데라 타지도 랑자 집이 아니 두셔나서 명하와.
And then the next, the 5th quality is that he does not have a pluralistic outlook. What this refers to is, not having the view of samsara as something to be totally abandoned, and regarding nirvana as, as an ultimate form of attainment. So, with regards to, samsara and nirvana, not having these kind of ideas or thoughts.
That is Topa Mandriwa Chupodella, Dumba Nyamba Mangawa, Tundi Nyamba Mingawa, and the Tambata Shera Nyamba Mingawa, Number Troa Nyamba Mingawa, Namdroji Siba Nyamba Mingawa, Juba, Tandy Roma Topa Mandriwa. Shokang Dadang Sibjet Chuchi.
Gengi, Naba Chikni Sum Shinga Chupat Sumaso.
Chubacarilla.
The Topeti.
Namdroji Sipanyamba Mingawa.
And then he has no ill-considered indifference, meaning Nyamdru is Superman.
Namdroji is Sipanyamba Mingawa, that big Jesha Omanu, Chamatin. What a Tongudu. Dumba Nyamba Mingawa, Tundi Nyamba Mingawa, and Chambata Shera Nyamba Mingawa, she said.
So then then Rumchi went to the next one, which is non-degenerating aspiration, non-degenerating perseverance, dumbache, tsunduche,
chambache, sherabche,
and non-degenerating memory and wisdom. Yes.
That number 2 Nyamba Mingawa said the cancer is number 2 Singati nyumba dribale nyumba the shiji dribale number trowa ke pangba nyamba minga wala kogware pangbi nyumba the shiji dribale pangba nyamba
and then
number trowa nyamba minga wa asset
non-degenerating non-degeneration of liberation, so basically referring to in having in the abandonments of afflictions and so forth, then no degeneration in that.
나 치마데 남조지 이시스바 냠바 명아와 세데 텐자이 아니 녀음바다 시지드바 바자단 제비 빵바데 무슨도 시비 아니 이시스바 메토바 냠바 명아와
and then the non-degenerated gnosis of that liberation. What that refers to is with regards to the abandonment of the two types of obscurations, the obscuration of affliction and obscuration to knowledge and its imprints. That gnosis directly knowing what it has abandoned. So this non-degenerated gnosis with regards to its liberation, meaning that this gnosis directly knows what it has abandoned. And then the three exclusive qualities of the activities regarding the activities of the holy body, holy speech, and holy mind, always being preceded by a transcendental wisdom, by the gnosis. A gnosis always precedes all the activities of the body, that of the speech, and that of the holy mind.
타다 윤디위 세세 탐제라 아니 차도 디바 명아와 세바 차바 세디 아니 녀모비 디바다 아니 토바 세와니 아니 세세 세와라 파도 제시기 아니 시지 디바 명아바에 이시디 디바 메바디 다도 심바데
and
뒤숨지 세세 탐제라 제가 뒤숨라 제디 가나 이세 만져와 숨
And then the so the three exclusive gnosis of the Buddha refers to the gnosis or the exalted wisdom with regards to the past, present, and future. With regards to the knowledge of the past, present, future, experiencing no, attachment or obstruction. Meaning attachment, meaning obscuration, afflicted obscuration, and obstruction referring to obscuration to knowledge. So having no attachment or obstruction with regards to all objects of knowledge of the past, present, and future. So that is the three exclusive gnosis or exalted knower of the Buddha. So this completes briefly again these 18 exclusive qualities of the Buddha. So Rinpoche would like to go over again a little bit on the four: fearlessness, intrepidity.
아니 방바 탐자와라 미시바 세게 또바 탐자와라 미시바디 난디 순거래 단데 자로 다다가라라 요도와 실제 주면 고이고 고대 내치 꾸용을 받자와 창주보시 자지시와 세제디 미제노시 최단 최단 팀비 고위 참아자면 마동이 미지바 니 어디 말이라 미지바 제지 방바파 란데 또바피 담자와라 미지바
So the first fearlessness, as we talked about earlier, then fearless with regards to making a statement about the achievement of the realizations, one's own realizations, and so for that you have the verse 7 in which we says that of cognizing all elements of existence. So fearless in stating that there is no phenomenon that I do not know, having the knowledge of all existence, of all phenomena.
타바다 탐제집이 키이바 가바차와 이노 예 땜발라 대자라 소비 땜비 바자도 민주로 자 최단 팀비 고와기 참아자면 마동왜 바자가 쳐라 쇼와라 담마체 쇼와 마체발라 투바 세다 가제 빵바 탐제와라 미치바티체
Then second one being fearless with regards to what has been abandoned, in abandoning attachment, the affliction of obscuration, in abandoning the obstruction to knowledge, in abandoning all of these features that are an obstacle to attaining liberation and enlightenment, in having abandoned all such obstructions, then in stating that fearlessly being able to make that statement with regards to such forms of abandonment of all obstacles. So that's of removing all the impediments.
다드니 님보 땜발라 많이 미치바 세데 릴라손디 가나 민데라 아니 녀와 지위 남 땜발라 미치바 시가나 님보 탐자와라 미치바 디레 그저 가시알라 님보 탐자와라 미치바선 릴라 녀와 중와라 바자바
So and then the third fearlessness we can say is a fearless with regards to presenting what are the antidotes to the path. So in this text, how you can understand this is fearless with regards to showing the path of renunciation.
예상에 와주에 남대마라 미지바 세데 남디다 타바다 탑지지 라미노 세가나 아니 가서래 탑지 남바 군단 댐비 아니 돈이 도발라 소베 남디다 돈이 무슨 도베 남디다 아니 타바 탑지지 라미노 세댐발라 아니 대담마이노 세 천진지 고와 메베 양 미지바
So fearless with regards to showing the path of renunciation, the path of definite emergence, these paths that are the paths to attaining liberation and enlightenment, these paths that are complete, fully endowed in every aspect, and that conjoined with the wisdom directly realizing emptiness, that this is the path to liberation, enlightenment. In making such a presentation, in making such a statement, then fearless that nobody can say this isn't it.
다티니 현대도 방바 탐자와라 미지바 세데 방바니 사바세바 니오모바세바 니모바세바다 탐자와라 미지바니 니모바다 니모 파자단 제와 말리바 고비 고바 토보 제 아니 현라 된시 샤시 셰와라 아니 친진 요거에 참아 탐자 마통와니 마자 방바라 주 미지베 넘바 시오 어다 도시바데 현대도 방법 탐지와라 미지바 세대 사바 탐지와라 미지바 세대.
Fearless with regards to the abandonments for the benefit of others. So what that refers to is the state of fearlessness that arises out of a total exhaustion of all contamination, total extinction of all contamination, total exhaustion of all afflictions and its imprints. Having attained such a state of cessation, then fearless with regards to showing such a path to others. So this is the fearlessness of abandonments for the benefit of others. So all of these states of fearlessness, where do they arise from? It arises from the past merit of having overcome of the affliction of pride.
ranjo toba samjala mijiba imba ranjo toba thanim ba se kana ngo namba ku ani khata ana ba yang da ngo ba khang ku chen ba de rawa toba ni la so ye toba chang chu ba de ni da ngo namba ku xie wa zai ba xie ne xian ji ani xie wa xian la yang ani ba dan ba zai ba rang gi qi da xie wa na xin xian la yang dan ba zai ba yin zang 미지바 탐보 또바 탐제와데 미란자 또바 탐제와라 탐제와 그 미지바 탐보 시와 제비실 란데 또바 탐제와라 미지바 또 신경 말해.
So the next part of the explanation is to
谢谢number 9了咱这个话谢谢number 9 라니 시와 당 시안량 시와 제비실 아니 또바 탐제와라 미지바
So the next part is to explain the purpose and the purpose of stating these four fearlessness and the object in relation to whom these four states of fearlessness are presented. So, for example, the first fearlessness of one's own, fearless with regards to the presentation of one's own realization is that, having that complete knowledge of all existence. Because one has the realization of all existence, all objects of knowledge. So, being fearless with regards to presenting these facts to others, teaching this to others, showing this to others.
명음바다 시시 지바탕제 파자다 제와 봉화당 방화당 현주지 현주지 아니 명음바다 시시 지바탕제 봉완 제바 인장 방바 탐제와라 미시바 니와당.
And the second fearlessness, which is the fearlessness with regards to one's own abandonment, having abandoned the two types of obscurations, the obscuration of affliction and obscuration to knowledge, and with its imprints, having totally abandoned this, then fearless in enabling others to achieve the abandonment of these two types of obscurations as well.
어제 다더니 란줄 남단제당 현주라 아니 댐비칠 현지 댐비칠 미주바 현라 댐비칠 미다바 세대게 여기 내가 중화 세대 님보 탐제와라 미주바 세대 란줄 남단 댐바 샤와당 현지 댐비칠 미주바 세대 님보 탐제와라 미주바 세대 미주바 숨바당
the third fearlessness is fearless with regards to showing the path. path in relation to self and path in relation to others. This path that we talked about earlier, the path of renunciation. So, in presenting such a path of renunciation, in making the thesis of what these antidotes are, then fearless with regards to that, fearless with regards to presenting what are the antidotes.
다 톱자 고바 남의 신도 치만 매봐 세야지 아니 현존도 빵바 탐자와라 미지바데라 톱자 고바 라나 매봐 신도 치만 매봐 세야지라 아니 사바사바 아란줄라 토바 당 아니 현줄라 토바 제바 세 현존도 빵바 탐자와 현존 빵바 탐자와라 미지바도 심바다
톱자 고바 신도 So, and then the fourth fearlessness is the fearlessness of abandonments for the benefit of others. Because one has attained the cessation, the pureless, totally pure, the completely pure, stainless. Pure state of cessation, so is fearless with regards to making the statement of abandonments with regards to others, because oneself has attained the total exhaustion of all contamination. So it's fearless with regards to enabling the attainment of such exhaustion of contamination in the continuum of others.
Oh yeah, that tenderly, Anika Mejiba, Latambi, you don't go out there, get Zawadi Hassan Chinda Chimbarade, Zawadi Diridua, as a Mejiban number she is. Dashan Shiji Namgun Shedan Sheze Jings. Dashan Namgun Shedan Sheze Chil, said Digi, Toba Tamjabala Mejibadi Goadang, Teshavacham. Toba Tamjabala Mejibaki Goadan Yudi Shabache. Rama Dada Shenji Shiji over number Maliba Sheva Jaba. Rama Utigi Mijiba Tamboti Teche. Yes, yes.
Is it verse 8? The verse in presenting this point, the object and the purpose, the object and purpose of presenting these four states of fearlessness is verse number 8. He knows himself and makes known to others.
What did you? Mobile Banda Bonza Chitang, say Gala, Bamba Tamjavala, Mijibaku Gawa, Ranji Jungo, Banjo, Bangwata, Shenji, Banja, Bong and Zeba.
So,
Didi Teche, Samba Tamjavala, Mijibati.
Tenji the Topa Tamjavala. So he knows himself and makes known to others all the things cognizable in all their forms, as you can say, is the statement making the pledge of the realizations, And then the second line, which is, he has removed all obscurations and causes others to remove them, is in the pledge of the abandonments. The abandonments that Buddha himself has removed, and the abandonments in the pledge of the abandonments enabling such abandonments in the mental continuum of others. And it has entered the path and induces others to do the same as the pledge of the antidote, the path of the path of renunciation that that Buddha himself has entered, that has been generated in his own continuum, and fearless with regards to showing such a path to others. It's the third fearlessness.
Shendin Bamba Tamjawala, Mishipam, Anisaba Sabala, Tamjaba, said Toja Lami, Shindu Chime, top down, top chir. Sigala, Toja Kobalana Meba, Shindu Chimama in body, Anirajila Tobazab, Tobadang, Anishanjula and Tobazabishir.
And so, and has attained himself and causes to attain the purest and highest of all aims. So this is the the abandonment for the benefit of others, which is regarded as the pledge of total exhaustion of contaminations, the extinction of contaminations, which is referring to the attainment of the cessation. Which is extremely pure, extremely pure, or a stainless state of attainment of cessation that is peerless.
Oh, that digging, Mijibat Shibo taking, and you can't see what it is, and Ranshan Tenden Sunji, Chanson Kanto Topa May, said Diggy. That Diggy, Mijiba Shui Diggy, Compania Watigi, and Rimbashindu, Kadere Segana, Loa Lamji Nagam Sundi, and the Kasore. Nanny Sheja, Shewa Nashi, Chagi. Ani dudengi nyimi kone, dudengi nyimi tone, tambo tunga shewa shewa. Shewa inzang, tambo de, michiba tambo degi, toba kondu chuba, sayade, shishi nguyo kun shewa shewa, sayade dang, tanda bejana chagwari. Toba tangja wala michiba de.
With regards to how one attains these four states of fearlessness is through the graduated stages of the practice while training on the path. So you see, when one is first taught the first noble truth, which is the reality of suffering, and then it is with regards to the truth of suffering, then what one should do with the truth of suffering is to know what the truth of suffering is about. So this concords with the first state of fearlessness, the realization, the pledge of one's realization. So in first noble truth, first noble truth is to be known, is to be realized. So that you can say it concords with the first fearlessness, the pledge of one's realizations.
Ani Neda Java, Ani Dunga Yimiji Kone Shewa Chewati, Chewa Gilache della, Ani Toba Tamjavala Mijipati Yongache.
So, for the Buddha to be teaching on the first noble truth of suffering, the reality of suffering, and all of the shortcomings, failings and shortcomings that are associated with this reality of suffering, truth of suffering, comes as a result of the Buddha's pledge of realizations.
Ani neji jude pango wa dang xin cheni. Ani dewu dunga mide na, ani dunga ki ju, ani kunjung pango wa yinzang. Ani kunjung pang wa yinzang, ani dunga ji ju kunjung la nyembo teni rinpa, xindu pangba di chunga yinzang pangba yinzang, pangba tamjie wa te, ta tela teni chunga lo, kunjung pangja tonga la teni la jela.
So if one doesn't wish for the suffering the sickness or a particular disease, then one has to get rid of the causes for that sickness or disease. Likewise, if one does not want true suffering, then one has to abandon true origin and true cause of suffering. And to abandon that, then one has to apply those antidotes, respectively, and thereby eventually come to abandon the true cause or true origin. So that results to the pledge of abandonments, the second fearlessness, the pledge of abandonments.
다 반자 군중 방와 제발라. 아니 군중이 자와 아니 가서라 단지 말이봐. 말이봐 본적이 녀보 아니 kho당 전당원가도 손이 아니 다음에 또비 아니 돈이 또밤 다음에 또비 셔럽 탑지나 뭐 군다 담바티 그 봉고와 인장 텐자바데 란줄라 때네 아니 군중이 뭐 단지 말이봐 remba 신도 아니 가서래 님보 충림다 방자 체림지 마 remba 진도 방와 잡아 님보 남된데라 때네 방교와 인장 남줄라 땡자 세 팀바래.
So, in order to abandon true origin, true cause, the roots of true origin, true cause of suffering is the ignorance, grasping at the truly existent self. And so the antidote to this root cause, root ignorance, then is what it requires is the abandonment of that mind, grasping at true existence, as well as abandoning the object of that mind, the apprehending ignorance, grasping at true existence, and the apprehended object, which is the truly existent object. So, these need to be abandoned in order to get rid of that ignorance, which is the cause of true suffering. And so for that, then, for the antidote, then one has to generate the realization of selflessness, realization of selflessness, which is supported by the method in every aspect. So this is what has to be cultivated within one's mind, generated within one's mind. And in this way, one is able to gradually diminish this ignorance, grasping at true existence. So the way in which this antidote is cultivated is from small to great, and the way in which the abandonment of the ignorant mind and the object of this ignorant mind comes to be abandoned is from gross to small, to the most subtle. And so in this way, then, one has to rely upon the true path.
Oh, tenderly, I'm gila dambala. Yambo Tamjawak. Nyambo Tamjawala, Nawa Jawala, and the Pachami Jawa Tamjabi, Mijibadi Chunga in Zang, Ra, Mijibadi Chunga, Ra.
So, to come to rely upon such a path, such a true path, this comes as a result of the fearlessness of, being able to pledge the antidote.
That tenderly, Lamdam, Gila Dene, Tar. 아니 드미 말리바 세프라 밤비 고방 운도 차주 아니 라니 콤바 재신 아니 현来断把参把인장 진짜 랑현 랑당 현지 아니团랑당 현团断把재비 치나 장송 강도야 토바매 스가 랑현团재지 장송 강도 토바매 세트인 말이.
So in relying upon such a path, then one comes to achieve the total exhaustion of the two types of obscurations. The obscuration of afflictions and obscuration to knowledge. The total exhaustion of this, whereby which one attains cessation. And so, in attaining this state for oneself and in enabling others to achieve such a state as well, then this is what means making meaningful for oneself and others. So that's the last part. Thus teaching the truth for himself and for others, the sage, wherever he might be, meets with no opposition.
Oh yeah, that thing. The hand on top of me. The Takasan should show himself. Rida ambo chita nada tajime, Rida Nikaso, Rida Jaba meba, you are there. Teaching Twana to be ambo singing young, Lene Deme Dembizada, Lebane, Concept, Yambane, said it, that better I did it. That Kasan should time,
So the Rumshi just read the 9th verse. As the king of beasts in the forest is always free from fear and fearless roams about amidst the other animals, similarly in the multitude of hearers, the lion who is the lord of sages abides without depending on others and endowed with firmness and dexterity.
That didn't. That you might do a job that they are Kasan Chinta. That Paja didn't tang in my shoe, etc.
So we last time we already went through the 18 exclusive qualities. So we will go to the part of the 32 characteristics of the holy body.
That did, then the day to their counsel. Was in my chum, that's what tend to the Kasan Shichumata. Tend to what Sasola, Chokan Yimbi, Chini Tenya Nagami, Naga Teni Dimela, so Teni Kandi Sulame, Sashi Melun Naga Tumba, Tigandana Tumonte, Mandini, Dudam Zayan, Tigandana Tumi, Sadikasa Mashuata.
So we went to verse 15, which is the summary of all of the previous stanzas. The properties which characterize the elements of matter, the solid and the rest, are absent in the element of space, and the property of space, which consists in its being penetrable, does not exist with the elements of matter. However, the solid, the liquid, the hot, the moving elements, and the space likewise are common to all the material worlds, but the exclusive qualities have not in the least anything in common with the worldly elements.
Oh yeah, that Kasangi, Zawatakara, to send all that to top of me about Kemba Jajin, said Ishimandre was some day Chinsani. That Tigi, Zawatigi, the Tendade, the Denisongudu. Kare. Subject. Sam is a subject. Anna. And did it? You think teacher Nitagare. The tentative. Shiji took his about to be Shilani Yamika, said it. And he gave Sunday Chimata, subject in Anna. To you are. Chimaniki, Shiji took his about to be Shilani Yamaka. Yamcha teaching the teacher. Kangi Lamsun number time, Yishing on the Jesu Jubatang. To soon about Badi, Yagi Mandi Choginane. Kase Mandi with Choginane all around. Mandi with Chokin, that Mandi with Choginane, Mandi with Chodela, Kazuwa Reza, number Trovala, Yamba Mingawata, number Trobi, Shinyamba Mingawa, Nidua, or Tigata. Number Trovala, Yamba Mingawa, number to be Shisibala, Yamba Mingawa, Te. Only tentative, Sundu Yamba Mingawa, Chambanyamba, Sherata number to a set of them. Dumban Nam, the Chamban Namda, Tini, Timmy Shera Tatu number Trovatang, Setigi, tentative Karosana. Number Trovala, Yamba Mingawa, Te.
Sure, Hakibe.
Yes, one.
You must.
It's high. Yes, one. Tawa. Yes, Yes, on.
Gengi.
Take us a malo, but I'm not something on it.
Yes.
What my lord, what to better than the Lord, what did he? Oh, yeah, down and I don't want it. Kazama Tomaso. Oh, yeah, that didn't do good. And they said that not to low science and you did that like no. That you may say, Lena Demet. 出当家就明啊些，对了，全把娘们个，娘把下巴痛啊个，都把拿做讲明个，马达当牛明啊，谁的个，就把忙这个出切。
Just rest the verse 10. With the Buddha, there is no error and no ill-sounding speech. The teacher knows no loss of memory. He is not possessed of a concentrated mind. Nor has he a pluralistic outlook. He has no ill-considered indifference. So these are the 6 exclusive conduct.
That didn't. Didn't do chamber. That share namdro. Ani. Share namdro namjoji. Isi sipa nyamiga. Say didi. Ane topa mandreva trubute. Topa mandreva trubute karere sana. Dumba nyamba mangawa, Tundu nyamba mangawa, Chamba nyamba mangawa, Shera nyamba mangawa, Number Trova nyamba mangawa, Number Trovi, Yisipa nyamba mangawa, said Trubutiri.
And so he has knows no bereavement of his zeal, his energy, and his memory of highest wisdom, of his freedom from the obscuration, and of the intuition of this freedom. So these are the 6, exclusive qualities of the realizations. So basically, they are the aspiration, the perseverance, the memory and the wisdom, as well as liberation and the gnosis of that liberation. These are the 6 these six qualities that never degenerate in a Buddha, that never sort of diminishes in a Buddha. So. So there's a Timishara.
Timishara tatu number 2 the said the tanda the career is and again. Ani number 2 nyamba mingawa said number 2 nyamba mingawa.
What you talking?
Number 2 nyamba mingawa.
There's a line which says Timishara, referring to a stainless wisdom which is completely liberated. That line refers to the abandonments that are never degenerated, no kind of no non-degeneration of whatever the abandonments are.
That's one. That detail. Because Xie Tungi Sipa Trobi Yisheleni Yaminga Sayagana and number 2 Yishi Sipa Yamba Mingawa said Karitila cigarettes and that tender you bamba the Muslim to Toba Yamba Mingawa.
So here in the thing is of highest wisdom, of his freedom from the obscurations. That's the line that in Tibetan is it refers to Timishara number 2. Timishara is like stainless wisdom, that liberation, stainless wisdom. So it can be referred to as abandonments, non-degenerated degenerate abandonments, and And the next one is of the intuition of this freedom. And the intuition of this freedom refers to that knower, the exalted knower refers to that gnosis that directly knows what it has abandoned. The intuition of this freedom. Then I was clarifying verse 11, so Rinpoche already went through verse 12, which is he asks 단대 이식 걸승거라.
다 된데 이식만 들었으면 못 돼.
Okay, this.
많이 말 담부 칠레만 들었으면 못 돼. 되네 이식만 들었으면 용 거래. 담부 칠레만 들었으면.
He acts preceded by divine wisdom, his unimpeded knowledge. He acts preceded by divine wisdom, then referring to all of the activities of the holy body, speech, and mind, always preceded by the transcendental wisdom.
인상 강기 내숨 세가나 안점된 대지 안에 꾸다 숭다 투지 내숨 부대체 다 꾸이 칠레데 이생원주 조신 주바 숭그 칠레 이생원주 조신 시지 제수 주바 투지 칠레 이생원주 지시 제수 주바 세야되라 강기 내숨 탐제 이생원주 제수 주바 탕.
So all of the activities of the holy body follows after that exalted wisdom. All of the activities of the holy speech follows upon that, follows that transcendental wisdom, and all the activities of the holy mind follows that transcendental wisdom.
뒤숨다도 켐바 매바 켐바 대세를 뒤숨다도 통바 매바 켐바 자진 주바 대세데 이심만 줘봐 뒤숨지 세자 탐제 안에 차도서 이가라 님은 주바당 시지 다 토바세야 시지 주바 매바 아니 시지 아니 비베 아니 시지 주바 매바 세가라 이심만 줘봐 숨버디
Are we on verse 12 or 13? He makes manifest the three kinds of acts which are preceded by transcendental knowledge, and of the knowledge great, extensive, and certain regarding present, past, and future. So this refers to the three exclusive qualities of the gnosis or of that exalted wisdom of the Buddha, which is unobstructed by attachment, referring to the obscuration of afflictions, and unobstructed by obscuration to omniscience.
Oh yeah, that didn't 가산 딜로면 that 딜로 추단 자주 명하대 세가라 안에 추와당 자주 그 투니 자주 명하와다 안에 투니와 명하와 추단 자주 명하대.
So we are on verse 13. Without error in ways, without unmelodious speech, without forgetfulness.
추단 자주 명하지. 되니 가서 투니와 명하와 냠샤라 샤암비 투메 냠바 마샤바 명하와 세데 냠샤라 잡미 샤암비 안 투요와당 콘데라 오타데지 두시 세데 되나 템바 냠미가 냠바 마샤 투메가.
So to denote that the holy mind is never removed from a state of equipoise. You have not having a distracted mind or a pluralistic outlook the Nyamshale Mingache and
Yama Mashaba Minga,
and Yamashale Mingache
and Najamaya to Mingawache.
and the Shubat.
That Dushena Zot, Yang Minga, Sieg, Condela. And touch it to Lando the Timbi, call a touch it to Tajata, and then a touch it to Lando the Timbi to Shenazo Mingawa.
And not having a pluralistic outlook referring to the outlook of seeing, samsara as something to be totally abandoned, and nirvana to be complete as an ultimate, completion of an attainment.
That's also Mata with Daniel Mingawa took the Jeba Madeva to put shame.
And then and an ill-considered indifference. These do not exist with the sage. Di tanda tamadi deshetkinanda tanda. Karimani tanda.
So Mata with Daniel Mingawa. Yula Soson Mata with Daniel Mingawa.
Yula Susu Mata with
Abataba Macheva with Daniel Mingawa.
So and ill-considered indifference. I also for the explanation and which is addressed, not being in a state of equipoise without analysis. Okay, and these do not exist in the sage. So these are the 6 exclusive qualities of the conduct. Chobare topare thanded. Thanded. And dik chubudi. Yes, the 6 exclusive qualities of the conduct.
That's all I say. Dimba Junji, the Chamba, the Sheriff, the Namdroda. Ani, Dimbanyama Manga, Junjiyama, Chambanyama Manga, Sheranyama, number 2 Yishi Mingawa, number 2 Yishi Sipamingawa, Chenny, that top of my to put the chat and that.
And then the next 6 exclusive qualities of the realizations is he's not deprived of zeal, of energy, of pure immaculate wisdom, of eternal freedom from all bonds, and of the intuition of one who has attained this freedom and the possession of the true essence of all things, referring to the aspiration, the perseverance, the memory and wisdom, and then liberation and the gnosis of that liberation. Those are the 6 exclusive qualities of the realizations.
The all that I shared, Lanam Yishing Wondro Dan, Tila Yishipa May, Sega, number 2, number Yungawa, number 2, Yishipamanga, what they take.
So, and of the intuition of one who has attained this freedom and the perception of eternal freedom from the bonds, and of the intuition of one who has attained this freedom and the perception of the true essence of all things, refers to that liberation and the gnosis of that liberation.
That did yell Dordeng to the Sheni, Yewa Sheva Della, Trudan Jajo, Turo Tadejini to Shetang. Nangi Daniel Transola, Mitumbatani, Tunditang. Transola, Meteshagara, Java Madricho Jen. Dimbatani Tunditang, Tembananda, Sherab, Tembananda, Temeshera, Datu number Trovatan, say Gidigi, and Toba Matewa to the shed. That I just you and I see to be super, he said to Malanyaminga, said that Digi, and the Tilamata was from the Ishimata was from to shed. Yeah.
So Rumchi just read from the verse 13, error, unmilded of speech, forgetfulness, a distracted mind, a pluralistic outlook, and all inconsidered indifference do not exist with the sage, are the 6 exclusive qualities of the conduct, and he is not deprived of zeal, of energy, of pure immaculate wisdom, of eternal freedom. of eternal freedom. These are the the six qualities. The six qualities of the the six qualities of the realizations and of the intuition of one who has attained this freedom. Genki tanda genki tanda yishida chile kadin ko sunguyo.
chile manje wasumda yishe manje wasumbodi chi tamani yodi.
Tamani yodi.
Simban chi tamadanda dashi yiwa yimba.
I think I made a mistake earlier. So, and of the intuition of one who has attained freedom, and the perception of the true essence of things refer to the quality of the the three qualities of the activities and the three qualities of the gnosis. Okay. Because earlier I was putting it all as one, so with this normative. Engi tanda tsije tamani di.
tsije tamani nda tiduwa. Kangi lesum yisheng zhe jesu juba tang zede chile manje wasumche. Tusumda to toba meba kemba jaji juba zede yishe manje wasumche.
It's right the way I said it the first time. And then he makes manifest the three kinds of acts which are presented by the transcendental wisdom are the three activities, three types of three exclusive qualities of in the activities and of the knowledge, great, extensive, and certain regarding present, past, and future are the three exclusive qualities of the exalted wisdom.
That's right. Oh yeah.
Diana Dubre Samch. That is.
That is la. Tanda Zawatela. Guptu Soji, the subject Kumarity. Kando Drawa Jimmy Tamjo Kolo Chimbo Ragowa, Tuji Chimbo Tanden, Jawani de Sanja Namji Ni. And you can say, Sasso La Chogan Yim, and the detention, Tambo detention.
Just read the half of the verse 14. The position of the Lord who possesses these properties, free from fear, swings the wheel of the highest doctrine for the sake of all living beings. And is endowed with the highest commiseration. This is attained by the Buddha.
Kando Drawa Jimmy Tamjo Kolo Chimbo Ragowa, said Kondo Shep, Sanja Mandreva, Cheba Mandreva, Toba Mandreva, Ishe Mandreva, Chile Mandreva, Ishe Mandreva, Tatu Senikana, Joja Yova Tigi, Toshing, Tomna, Ani, Yandu Regenda, Ranja Regent, Tijin Regent, Sumga Drove, Drawer, and then Jiba maybe Kone, and a Tabi Shuju Kolo, Kor and Zebi, Ani Chamba, or the Chamba Prison Sawa, there.
So here what's been said that whoever possesses these 18 exclusive qualities of the Buddha in realizations, in the conduct, in the activities, and in the gnosis, the exalted knower, who has attained this, then is able to turn the wheel of Dharma. With this vast, extensive knowledge, is able to turn the wheel of Dharma for those individuals of the three types of lineages, the hearers, the solitary realizers, and the Mayanas.
Oh, Chambada, Anne Samja Tamjala, Anne Kasore, two Zebigi, Anne Ninja Chamboma, Tuji Chambodan, Damba de Jawabashi Yimbe, Anne de Sanja Namji Yamare.
And so, and with such endowment of compassion, teaching sentient beings, these are the characteristics of only the Buddha alone.
Yana 단다디 리젠스 지밤에 배탐비 쳐주 아니 리젠스 가서다 처만저 봐 접제다 또신 톱네 아니 두자 리젠스라 아니 저와 투지 신비 꾸나 랑데 아니 쳐주 걸어 밤에도 잡아 고 잡아래 되잖아 그거 해 봐래.
So you can say that in having actualized the attainment of these 18 exclusive qualities, then with the mind of great compassion, turning the wheel of Dharma for the sentient beings of the three types of lineages.
오투지 첨보탄다 자완이 대산제 남지 예 스타자탄이 이제 다 뒤에라 다 뒤 된도되라 사소라유 처강이 비천이 되네 나가미 나게 자니 드밀라서 천이 간데 수라메 사수 메루 나가라서 지단 다나 투몬데 만데니도 두전자마 지단 다나 투몬민 세데 다테바지 바타.
And then verse 15 is the summary, the properties which characterize the elements of matter, the solid and the rest, are absent in the element of space, and the property of space which exists in its penetrable does not exist with the elements of matter. However, the solid, the liquid, the hot, the moving elements, and that of space likewise are common to all the material worlds, but the exclusive properties have not in the least anything common with the worldly elements.
인자 사소 라이 초강이 비천이 되네 나가 많이 세가라 답배 배자디 가라 지단이 가나 사와당 사와 사당 샤와 추당 조와 매당 여와 롱라 소와 예비 랑신지 천이 되다 예비 천이 돼 천이 강이 비천이 되네 사소 대답이 천이대 천이 강이 비 천이 되네데 천이대야 동반이라 고야만 받지 난기 천이 미라.
So those characteristics of the elements, such as the solidity of the matter, and the heat of the fire, and the water, and so forth. These characteristics of these four elements are not the characteristics. Does not exist in the space.
인상 네 천이세 가라 사와데 사이 아니 랑심 천이래. 셔와디 취시 아니 랑심만 천이래. 다 대신도 좋아 매일 랑심마셔 여와 롱가 랑심마 천이 강인 바데 천이 되네 난가 천이 말해.
So the solidity of the earth element, or the moist and liquidity of the water element, or the warmth of the fire element, or the motion of the wind element, those are not the characteristics of the space.
되니 난게 천이 되면 나서 천이 대양 수라메 세대게 단 난가 생각에 토베를 가슴 지라샤고 인장 난게 천이 토두지 리반 매바당 아니 난가기 랑게 과살라 수신 현 중마라 과체바 천이 강연 바다다 아니 수라요 말이스.
And the characteristics of the space, which is the absence of contact and obstruction, and which allows for other forms to exist within it, those characteristics of this space, does not exist in the element like the earth.
I say, Sulame. 사주 메론 충바 지단 다나 투몬데 세데 아니 가르소래 수라 매장 총제 투매 난가당 총제 투매 충바니 사주 메론당 다 난가데 중앙아오디 지위 유라서와 충배 나 지와 소소 기복 유라서와 충배 지단의 투몬데 만들어와니지 두자면 직대나 투몽와 민배 만들어와 시켜오다 직대마다 다 만들어봐래 쓰고래 좋아 만들어 쳐야 돼 직대마다 다 만들어봐래 써야 돼 순배 직대나 투몽와 만들어봐 접제니니 두전자면 직대나 투몽와 민배 투모와 민배 만져봐 시차오. 자세히 말해.
So, however, the solid, the liquid, the hot, the moving elements, and that of space likewise are common to the material world. Like the the analogy is that for the ordinary sentient being type, ordinary sentient beings, and then. King the dash the yaoche gosumaso. 사단 주다 매달롱 써야 돼.
고니 말라.
고니 매 탐에
담아데 데려와. 담아데 수제신 육산이 칸이 수라 매장 충지 도매 충분히 다 충분히 양과랑을 충지 도마 요아래 충지 도매 충분히 가르래에서 사주 민은 난가라서와 지와 소소기위 유라 소와 충배.
So these varieties of phenomena of the earth, water, fire, and wind elements. Then is the comparison is made to to ordinary beings to sentient beings.
충분히자 지대는 투몽인데 만져봤어야 돼. 아니 통문세대 만져봤을 거야. 이봤더니 이 좁제니 누련다면 직단다나 투몽와 민배 스타 직단보다 투몽와 말이스. 투몽만 인바 인자 만져봤을 거야.
But the 18 exclusive qualities of the Buddha then does not share any sort of such common basis with the ordinary world.
Oh yeah, that digi tundu sotiche. That the yenjegi ane chayu yende ane sumji zani de doju meji bashi sanje chema zhe jobje de da tu su tuwa che. Right? Da din namba mimbi yende chen sumji zani de da di ma pa ya tian ba de.
So this completes the section on the qualities that arise out of abandonments, and then the next is the qualities of the ripened result, referring to the 32 characteristics of the holy body.
다들라 참자와도 전샤바니 세네 담보 참자와니 교우치보다 니와 전샤바들라 야와샤바 순두뼈대자와 숨이 예배나네 다 잡아라 오냐.
So then again, it goes through the outlines of the presentation, such as the links and the explanation of the meaning, the expanded explanation by way of the example and the meaning behind the example and so forth.
인당 내내 콜리 참바당 양식 샤롱 명당 소모진당 차샤니 차와연이 제와당 다 찬스 모수 장이 이니가 차자 콜리 찬당 rubaisham chani xiao shu chaiwai zhewa da chani xia jia zheng xu xuan xia cha san wen duo jian di te zang yuwa de dan da di dang ma ding ai lai bai ding wen duo jian dan da lai bai ding wen duo jian jie dan da zawa la lian lian ku lu qian ba da yang xing xiao long ming wen tang.
So is presenting the 32 marks, the firm and steady feet, palms and soles marked by circles, broad heels, and ankles with invisible joints.
Oh yeah, that's the linear quality. Somebody said the country is na shabji tu ruba ke towa da kunen yamba leba neba. De kalu kare la tene chuare is na tamja tembo la chuare. Mungi ane rangi kang tamlowa lamji nega su tam kang jawa de tembo la ane chuare is kana. That quality somebody ngan tongmu de de chura. 샵지 주바 샵 아니 가서 샵지 뒤 주바지 또와다 꾸내냐 봐 레반내봐 뭐 이담 템볼라 주바탕.
The firm and steady feet, rube기 또와 rube기 좋아. rube기 또와서
냐마 주바기 또와나 신냐마세를.
And it's like, it's like very flat, broad. It's very flat. It's likened to, the flat stomach of a turtle. You have to like that. That particular quality is attributed to, having firmly upheld all of one's pledges and commitments from arising out of that merit.
Lama Jela saw the Yanda Lama Bella saw six Swana Chenny. That dilla under the expression one that Kasori Lena Kulu Tampatang said Lama Jevadang, Lama and Pepji Shuatang, Suala saw a Chevala, and a Chadang Shabji, Tila, and Kulu Tampate, or Lena Kulu Tampa, Yudang Yam Shego, that do it.
And the palms and the soles of the feet bearing these wheels underneath this, formation of wheels underneath it, marking of wheel underneath this, arises out of the merit of kind of taking your guru to accompanying your guru to a certain destination, welcoming your guru, such as these types of merits of, bringing one's guru to a certain place, going to receive the guru, accompany the guru. From such merits arises this particular mark of these wheels underneath the soles of your feet and soles of the feet and in the palms.
Kanderesana, Shan Ketu Masabala, Shan Ketu Masabala Truba, Yukarina, Shan like Kesu Masabala Truba, Ani Shabji Timba Yangshin, Shabji Lombo Mumba.
Shab Yangshin Sube.
Ketu Sabala, Shabji Timba Yangshin.
The ankles, the ankles being invisible, with its joints being invisible, ankles with invisible joints, and the feet being very light, lightness of the feet, something like broad, light. So that quality is the invisible joints is from the merit of not having disparaged others, not having belittled others, or not having disregarded others.
So,
and the root text is broad and ankles with invisible joints.
That's some more than Chashamni said the Tower take some more than what they any more some janum, any Jave, some janum, Shanjin Nebala Sawala, Jave, any Tigi, Jabula, any Chashak Somorima.
Fingers long arises from the merit of past merits of having protected sentient beings from harm.
So much in down, said Rob. Chashabji Travel Javani, or Chashamni, Tawayini Javatan.
And the hands and feet connected by a web. So that's the next one.
It is all.
The hands and feet likewise long, the fingers and the toes connected by a web.
Oh, the Tawayini, Chashabji, some more than that Chashabji Tawajava said, and the castle, some more Shanji, Shan will quarrel, you are my chapa.
So this comes from the merit of not causing disunity or disharmony in the entourage of others, in amongst the entourage of others. If there is someone within the whole entourage, then not causing disharmony in amongst them. so that webbed fingers and toes are the result of the merit of that. And with fine, soft, and youthful skin is the next. This result comes from the merit of having given very fine and clothing to others. Very fine clothing, fine, really great texture and things like that. And 7 spans in stature. Di kharil du kharil shore. Du di kharil du jebru.
Sawada jawa so leba jimbi jebula gui chasha go pogong. Right, chadang xiao go pogong toatang. Guji de guji ane sunda hongyi tagongyi dang daba dang dun da daba de dun to dumbo de toa.
So as just says like the back part of the hand, like can just the what you call the top, the back side of the hand and the top of the feet being kind of like really full, those are, and then and the shoulders and the upper torso being kind of well-rounded on the back of the hand, the hands, the feet, around the shoulders and up part of the body are from the merit of having given food and drinks to others. And legs like those of the deer, the private parts concealed as with the elephant. The private parts concealed as with the elephant means, keeping purely the secrecy and through the merit of having, abandoned sexual misconduct. And the upper part of the body is like that of the lion, his shoulders and his breast are broad. This comes from the gradual kind of increase of merit, the gradual increasing of merit in you. So accordingly, then you have this. As a result, you have this physical feature of the gradual expansion or increase in your merit. So the upper part of the body is like that of the lion. His shoulders and his breasts are broad. The broad, the shoulders and the upper torso being sort of broad like that comes from the gradual expansion of the merits of the past. And he has well-rounded shoulders, long and tender arms. Those are the results of merits of, protecting others from fear, like protecting others when they are in fear of their life, like giving relief in times of suffering, are the results of well-rounded shoulders and long, tender arms.
That is true. Ani Shenji le Droshin to Drube, Shenji and the Chawa Chakwa to Gashin Droshin to Drube, Acha Jamla, Ip Dumshin, Tomen Meba.
The well and rounded shoulders are from giving, protecting others from fear. Okay, long and tender arms are the results of having undertaken activities for the benefit of others in a very sort of enthusiastic way.
Oh yeah, didi, cha jamla, ani dumshi tome me badang, cha ringwa, madungwa, tunga mayimba, madungwa, ani cha diji bimola leba.
So, long and tender arms having the features of not being too long, not being too short, the arms, hands when it is extended downwards, then just above the knees. So like the correct dimension, not too short, not too long, like that. Those are the results of joyfully engaging in activities benefiting others.
Good, Toma Meba. Charin, and the cousin. Charin was a tabu, said Tome Meba Town. That Charin was doing Madua, Nimalebache. Gavachu Mamba Meba Jeba. That sort of bone last of the kitchen, Mamba Meba Jebala, and the cousin, good at Chime also tabi, good education with a deba.
And the quality of the holy body is stainless, pure, and with a halo of light surrounding the holy body. So that comes from the merit of having abandoned all of the non-virtuous undertakings, such as the 10 non-virtues, beginning with killing and so forth, and as a result of the complete engagement in virtue comes the body standing upright.
Yes,
that which is perfectly pure and with a halo of light.
我也查，但过去我去我把没把接把来，那前面用说的不过去经过的两把汤是这，查的用说他不过，而且经过汤点汤。
The body standing upright and not bending, perfectly pure, is a result of the merit of having engaged in virtue. Momba member means never getting enough of virtuous accomplishments.
那今天真把前面同志堂，谁干了？就那把了，没那说清白。 And it
says the neck is like a conch, neck is pure and resembles a shell, like a conch, like that. So that that particular shape of the holy neck of a Buddha comes from the merit of having given medicine and nourishment to the sick.
Oh, did that dig the Kase? Get you one by me by Jabala, also topic, which you got a dambag chanted down. Never Nazola man Jimbagi, Ikimami be Tundan Java, you would Sandini, Shalla Michum, that was. Oh, chance with Sani Shedding on the check me, but no.
In these two qualities, the halo of light that surrounds the holy body, which arises out of engagement in virtues in a manner in which never being satisfied with whatever virtue has been accomplished. And this the conch like neck, which is the ripened result of having given a variety of medicines to the sick. So these two are not mentioned in other texts.
Oh, that didn't match. Kasore, somebody that gave it said the concept. Charlie also topic, Uji Jungo Dampa Tang, Jimbatundra was it. Jimbatundra, Jambari that gave it.
The jaws are like those of the
Shenji Gawa Yonsu Zawala, Shenjula, and Gawa Yonsu Zawa Chavala, and the Jamba.
So the jaws are like those of the king of beasts. So this comes from the merit of enabling others to the state of full completion of virtue or merit. Is the result of that.
Oh, that's some general, some yamba, down young woman, pended to be some yamba. Yana, Chatang Chavi. 你人查到的这位7年吧，给当年开把我的，当年看过那样的，他光把来，俺你参西就老我是一个顶我当，俺你许年吧，顶我你来你许年吧，年吧当。
And the teeth are 40 in number and equal, means the rows of teeth. In the 20 above and 20 below. This is the result of a practice of equanimity, without bias, without discrimination of with regards to activities of benefiting others, with regards to fulfilling the well-being and happiness of others, having no discrimination or bias.
他今天身间矛盾吧，俺呢也话去，钱话定做，俺呢出东把钱呢，没东把钱吧来，钱被这不啦， 아니 샘기 바다 냠바다 안 샘탁 상와 아니
So the well-arranged and closely set teeth means when the teeth are arranged, it's not like there are gaps in the teeth, like well-arranged and very even. The teeth being very even arises from the merit of bringing forth harmony in situations where there has been disharmony. In disharmonious situations, then through the merit of your being instrumental in bringing forth harmony.
What did it? 샘타 상와 심지어 미디바 두바 차와라 안래 파당 샘지 타 상와당 이도위 누부 진바 아니 샘그 쳔마 타진 샘ring동 냠바
It's a very pure and uniform teeth means the teeth being very evened out, not having teeth one short and one long like that, and placed arranged just right, like not too tight or not overlapping like that. The teeth are 40 in number and equal, well arranged and closely set. These pure and uniform teeth are above all of an exceeding whiteness.
Latini Chavarajo Kawani said Chavarajo Kawani said Lula Sovile, Lugile, Magile, Lugi Sochevala Sova, Ngang Chamala Sova, Yinapson La Sova, La Sungwe, and it's Chavarajo Kawa, Chavarajo Karawata.
The exceeding whiteness comes from the merit of the abandonments of the physical non-virtues such as killing, stealing, adultery, so forth like that, and verbal non-virtues such as lying, harsh speech, divisive speech, and gossip, and mental non-virtues of ill will, covetous minds, and wrong view. So as a merit of the total abandonment or total abstinence from such non-virtuous engagements comes this exceeding whiteness.
The
and a long tongue, the best is infinite and unthinkable. The long tongue is having abandoned lying, and because of the endowment of a speech that is only the truth.
That's the Chawaraju Kawani, Jarin Tame Samepa, said Jarin Tame Samepa. Dimbi Tixuma. But then Jarin Sametame, but Rojowa Chon Yidang. Rojowa Chon Yidang. Some do maybe Rojobi Chon Yidang, said Sona Tameba Denji, Yidonwa, Ani Casore, Yidonwa, Rosh Chawati, Rosh Ani Casore. Rosama Jimbe Tame Batang Jarin Tame said
Tantadi Kari Tanta Karsuma Tanta Kares.
Some do Meba, Jedu Meba, Rotrovi Cho, Rotroam, Rosama, ro chang chu de de do so nan cha me ba den ji yi dong wa ro chwa wa jin be an ro ta me ba dang
so having given others the experience of the very best of the taste, so having this quality of the best taste, which is infinite and unthinkable. So in the best of taste, which is infinite and unthinkable, comes from the merit of having given, the experience of very best of taste, very pleasant experiences to others.
Ranju kala pinga data sampi yang dang se de goro odi jamshin yin bi chi membe chi jambo dang ani paro bogi lola jawa tindiki lola keba tindiki chi membe dara dene ani bezo la madu bagi ani ranju kala pinga data sampi yang dang jawa ani tam nyamba.
So a voice self-originated and clear like that of the Kalabinga. So having this kind of Brahma-like melodious speech that is like the Kalabinga, and which this kind of voice comes from the merit of speaking very gently, kindly, and very appealingly to others.
Ranju kala pinga ye dada sambi yang ni dang jian yu ba chu jo zi za dang jian la shi guo de zhe
and the eyes are beautiful like a lotus with eyelashes.
Ane samjian tam jala dewa dang dian de ki qianba song be jian sang bu yu ba la dang zhawa.
So because of the merit of the loving kindness, wishing for the well-being and happiness of sentient beings, then you have the ripening result of the eyes that are like lotuses. Kind of blue eyes, very very clearly distinct markings of the white of the eyes, the blue of the eyes, like that.
Ani xian la yu ju bang ba mu yu ju me ba kwang ba le ani jian ji zi ma chu zhou ge zi ma dan zha wa num xi ma jing ba.
And those eyelashes like those of a bull, means very kind of lustrous eyelashes, comes from the merit of having abandoned deceit and guile in relation to others.
So
his eyes are beautiful like a lotus with eyelashes like those of a bull. And his face is handsome and has the immaculate hair of treasure, which is the hair between the brows.
And so
the ripening result of this handsome face and immaculate hair of treasure, which is the brow hair that is a circle clockwise, comes from the merit of having given praise where praise is due, having spoken of qualities where it is due, like that.
下世前面就不干点汤，这，他最多有点，我最多当点吧，最多有点他就撒把汤。
His head is adorned with the crest, means the ushnicha, the crown protuberance.
那么了，去完了，让你那么了去完了说吧，俺那最多有点吧。
So this comes from the merit. From having given respect and reverence to one's guru.
他去说完了，什么来说中华党，移动于课堂马点金吧。去说完了，什么来说中华党，从看给看啥得到了，什么来说中华党，移动于课堂，点了说话金吧来，人把心都，俺那爸爸他就啥把当，爸爸十几多这么给。 什么叫错当？俺呢，什七罗几原来因为给对这帮心，俺呢，各位去让把票啊钱吧当，俺在军他呀。
包括这还是什么？包括的。
那么呢，可最多的两把钱。
This house。
啊，去错完了，什么来说的话，一多安慰就可当马钱定吧。你金吧来。 大人把心都爸爸他去啥吧当，爸爸设计多当这边。
And the skin of the highest beings is delicate and gold-like. This comes from the merit of those who seek the Dharma and who try to make the mind serviceable in Dharma. To such individuals, then, by having given food, clothing, bedding, so forth, like that. Kurdan sedan, Kurdan sedan.
Kurdan maja, 이동유 Kurdan 마den 침발에 림발아 다 가르 총원에 그 침발에 되는 바바 타지 사바. 당 바바 세지 도자와.
So, giving all these beautiful things, giving ornaments, giving clothing, these, as a result of that, then you have the skin of the highest beings, delicate and gold-like.
아니 칸로 소지 칸보다 레벨라 소와 이기 당와라 아니 가서래 당아 땜바다 툼바 순외 아니 림바 시도 불레바 차라 잠신 레레네 깨바당.
And then the next 23, the hairs on his body are fine and soft, and each of them turn upward and to the right. This comes from the merit of abandoning a mind that which is agitated or distracted, and who adopts virtuous ways and who seeks to ever increase those virtuous activities, and through the merit of having relied upon the instructions of one's abbots and teachers, and who follows in accordance with those instructions. So that's.
In the Baba Seji daughter Semjen Cho said, Chitsawala Semla Suruma, Idu Omagi, Kuda Madan Jimbala Tene, Baba Taji Sawati Chunga de Echa, Baba Seji daughter said, Baba Seji daughter, Taji Sawata Seji daughter Chunga de Che.
So, the skin of the highest being is delicate and gold-like. This comes from the merit of giving, the best of clothing, ornaments, and all such things to those who, who makes their minds serviceable in Dharma practice, nurturing the mind in Dharma.
Pabulera jamsi rerene, kui chandu, ani choye choy. 야조 치와다 꾸이 천도 야조 치와다 산다 시와 나시 전에 르지 방신 개비치 폐와 차와다 칸로가 당아서 틈바소에 림바신도 아니 바불 레바 타시레네 예와당 아니 그 야조시 키와데 다디싱한 바래.
The hair on his body are fine and soft, each of them turning upward and to the right, comes from the merit of having abandoned distractions, seeking to ever increase virtue, and relying on the instructions and acting in accordance with the instructions of the abbots and masters.
Oh yeah,
So we'll stop here for this morning. Sangye Shindo Mite Bulwargi Choganam Churvara Shoyi Dam Guru Ratna Manjala Kamni Dayam